Men, you and I have been created by God with a powerful need to make a difference and leave the world a better place. But how does that actually happen practically? I've asked a few of my friends if they would share with you how they've tackled this question.
These are some parts that are going into a launch missile system that'll be out at White Sands probably in the next week or two. Actually, I can't tell you exactly what they do because they don't give me all the information. My name is Sam Reynolds. I own United Machining Service. There was a time after I got in the business, I think that business kind of took over what I really wanted to be as far as spiritual. I started off like a lot of people in business, with the right attitude, and before I knew it, I was chasing the dollar, and I was losing.
My name is Kevin Bratz. Out of college, I went to work for the world's largest distributor of custom rod building supplies, and quickly realized that there was a lack of moral values in the company, and it spread like wildfire.
I'm David Mercedes, and I am a 30-year car dealer, and I like to tell folks that I'm repenting for the first 15 years. In the car business, I worked for many different dealers, and I saw the worst things that they did. I saw how they took advantage of people, and I might have been, I would have to say not might have been, I was going to make money on you some way, somehow.
My name is Will Condry. I'm a lawyer and currently working as an industrial claims judge. I represented some people that were not very good people, but I was required to zealously represent them, and I struggled with issues in doing my job to represent them, and I came very close to quitting the practice of law and going to seminary.
Hi, my name is James, and I'm a strategic advisor for a children's hospital. I think probably the biggest thing that people struggle with, and especially guys struggle with on a daily basis at work, is how do they connect what they're doing, with the big picture? How do they connect it with a massive, cosmic picture that we're given in the Bible?
We spend most of our waking lives at work, and when you can't incorporate, what the Lord has put on your heart and share that with others in your day-to-day environment, then, that was a real wake-up call to me.
I had this heart to do something more. And I thought, what could I do in this car business? At one point, I thought, I have to get out of the car business if I'm going to grow as a Christian. But the more people I talked to, they mentioned that you just have to be a beacon in your field.
I had a friend that shared with me that the Lord can use us in every walk of life. You can serve the Lord wherever you find yourself. And that was kind of an awakening for me, that I could still serve the Lord even as a criminal defense attorney.
I kind of had to be humbled in my business to really put God first, and actually today what I do with my business, I don't call it my business, I call it God's business that I borrow every day when I show up.
My mindset at work, prior to being a Christian, it really was to help people. The shift for me really began to be a shift to where I wanted to go to work and not just help people, but actually to serve them. And I've actually begun to develop this weird desire of watching other people succeed, even when, I may not get the credit.
In business, ministry is wherever I go. You're always in a ministry. And so, which means that whoever I'm dealing with at any point in time, I'm ministering to, whether it's an employee or a customer or a vendor or whoever I'm dealing with.
At the end of the day, all of us are servants if we really embrace what the Lord has called us to do.
How do you do the business that we're in? How do you function in the business that we're in and yet maintain a Christian perspective? I don't know that I have the answers on how you do that in your business. I think I've got to pray every morning. I've got to try to bring like-minded people into my organization.
Being a person of integrity is critical in our business. I decided that I was going to do it God's way rather than the world's way. Not to do what's most expedient, because the most expedient thing is not always the best thing, and accept whatever comes down the pike. And that was very liberating.
This company was sparked based on my passion for entrepreneurship, business, and ministry. By letting our customers know where we stand and let them, not push it upon them by any means, but let them see who we are by how we operate and how we communicate with them. You know, that ministry shines through. And we've had a handful come to Christ with us, you know, on our trips or even in the office, you know, just basic conversations. And to watch what he's done in my life as a result, you know, of the company, it's just amazing, you know. When I think it couldn't get better, it grows every day.
God makes no distinction between sacred and secular work. Everything is spiritual to God. Now, as we come to the end of this book, I just want to remind you that God has given you each of these primal needs as a way of propelling you into a powerful spiritual life. And now, let's take a look at the last set of questions.